1.7 seconds quicker now next split.
So, I wanted to see how he would respond, and it looks like we're getting an early indication there.
Yeah, absolutely. Early indications show that there is definitely a response here from Newville.
Tricky double left junction we saw before, much smoother around there this time for Newville.
It was a little wide this morning, wasn't
yeah,
it?
a little wide, just missed the turn in for the second part of the corner. Sorry, what was that?
So, well, I'm just looking at the clouds. It's just so patchy everywhere. Dark grey clouds, pools of sunlight, completely dry stage. Yet we were hearing on the way to this stage it was torrential rain. Brilliant time on the board then for Thierry Newville, a 5:29.4. As Tanak waits to get underway.
Thought you were going to remark on the rain, you can see, but never mind.
No.
Didn't fall into that trap.
No.
Just me. Let's hear from Newville at the stop line.
It must be so difficult to know what to do. Lots of rain on the road section, dark clouds, but dry for now. You're 1.7 quicker than Seb. You must be very pleased with that.
Yeah. Felt like the first real nice stage for the day. I had more confidence in the car. I didn't change a lot, just a little bit on the clicks and felt better, but also the profile is different. So, yeah, let's see if we can confirm that in the last stage of the day and, yeah, try to keep the lead. Elfyn is pushing. Yeah, the day is not over. Tomorrow is a huge day as well.
Yeah, he's absolutely right.
Wide eyes from Newville there, but just to explain what he means by some small changes to the clicks. Basically, he's referring to the dampers. The dampers on the cars have three different ways of adjustment. It's called high speed, low speed, and rebound. And each of these different features will affect the car in a subtly different way. The compression, the low and the high speed element is to do with how the car will handle some bumps. Particularly, if you hit like a speed bump, for example, or is the high-speed compression. Low-speed compression is more about the general body roll of the car. So on long corners, if the car's going to feel, roll into that and gain the grip. Rebound often is involved with the traction element of how the tyre is being pushed into the ground to get as much grip as possible. So each of these three different variables to the damper can be adjusted. They often talk about them closing or opening the clicks. It's making it sticker or softer, making it harder or softer. And okay, the drivers will never tell us which way they're going to go, but they're happy to admit that they've made some adjustments. But there's a huge amount of variability in them. There's probably 20 to 25 steps of adjustment within each of the three components. And when we talk about them, dampers, adjustments, this is largely what they're referring to.
That's a huge amount of choice.
It is, yeah. And within that, there's, no, I won't get too complicated, but then there's a huge amount of variability beyond that with what's called the valving within the dampers. So often after the pre-event test, the guys will select the damper that they want, but they'll usually bring a different set of dampers because they're restricted on how many they're allowed, but that will have a different valving. So those windows of adjustability within the clicks, as Thierry referred to them, is in a slightly different position. So it could be that if they want to make a bigger change, they'll change to the separate set of dampers.
Thank you, Seb Marshall.
And that was a very long-winded description. We missed, actually, Rovanperä finishing the stage there, didn't we? But
I'm sure you won't mind. I'm sure you'd appreciate all of what you've just said. 5:31.1 was the time for Kalle Rovanperä. We were watching on board as you started that conversation. Oi, Tanak, we'll come back to that in a moment, though. Let's hear it from Rovanperä.
Kalle, that's just 1.7 off the fastest time of Thierry. Were there any improvements for you for the second pass?
Yeah, now it's first time in this rally when I can enjoy the driving with the car. It's working now like it should. So of course it's much more enjoyable now.
Yeah, similar to what Thierry was saying as well, in that he felt really good in the car. Obviously the changes he talked about, the adjustment clicks. Tanak was flying when we were on board with him, and you were describing all of that. Splits are looking good for him. Elfyn Evans has got a job to do in here as well now, because he's taken time out of Thierry to whittle it down to just 8 seconds.
He has, but he's still got to be mindful now of Thierry's teammate Lappi closing in. You know,
yeah.
They now did have Tanak in his rearview mirrors. It's now Lappi, who was faster than him on the previous stage. So, okay, that gap's still 21 seconds, I think it is. But you know, it's Elvin's focus will of course be on the front. But yeah, still, like you say, a big job to do.
Losing podium position on the previous stage, putting 2 wet weather tyres on the car, and didn't really have the amount of rainfall on the stage that they were potentially expecting.
Tanak just slipping a little bit of that third split, but only 0.3 behind Neville with just a couple of kilometres to go. Looking at the tracking map to see where Evans' progress through. He should be past the first split point very shortly, so we'll give you an update for that when we get it.
Yeah, we've got it in, and in comparison, let's compare it to Ogier first and foremost. Elfyn is faster there by 0.4 of a second. And this is Oit through, great time on the board for Oit Tanak. It is the fastest. It's 5:29.1. Problem is, and someone mentioned it earlier, probably you, Seb, maybe PK, it's shorter stages now. It's difficult to make a big difference.
Yeah, the chance to really make that impression and take more time back is limited when the kilometres are that much less.
Oh, that's quickest through by 0.3 of a second. Elfyn is also slower on the split. You want that position back, yeah?
We need to try to stay closer. The decision on the last one was very, very stupid, and yeah, where we were told it's rain, it was sunny, so yeah, anyway, we try to improve still. I think we still can be better, so let's go step by step, long way to go.
It is a long way to go, but yeah, you've got to make that decision based on the information you're given, and it's their decision at the end of the day. But like you said, it wasn't a good one, it was a stupid decision. His words, not mine.
Ultimately, yeah, that's the way it goes. But yeah, I think the key thing is you've got to make decisions, isn't it? There's no point just kind of dithering and deliberating for too long. You've got to stick with it, and some you win, some you lose, and that's just the nature of the game.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Esa-Pekka Lappi then benefited from that. You know, great run from Lappi. He's the fastest through on the previous stage. Really confident drive in tricky conditions. You had partially wet, partially dry stage. Talked about inconsistent grip even before the rain fell.
Evenly matched between Evans and Tanak at the third split on the stage then. 0.3 behind Neuville at that point.
Let's see what he does in this final sector now. You can see very close to stage end.
Tanak had a 0.6 of a second swing back in his favour in this final couple of kilometres. coming out into the open now, approaching the flying finish. Slower than Tanak.
Yeah, it's a 5:29.1 from Tanak. It's a 5:29.8 from Elfyn Evans. Still quite a chunk of time between them though. You see 22.7 seconds, and Elfyn Evans 8.4 seconds in turn behind Newville.
That's just 4/10 lost to Newville in there. What sort of level are you driving at? Are you quite cautious or are you pushing quite hard?
I can't claim that I'm cautious, to be honest, but of course just trying to drive to the notes and drive to everything else. Everything's working pretty okay, so fine for now.
Yeah, I mean the speeds we've seen from all of the drivers in here. It's a high-speed stage, but the commitment certainly we've seen has just been epic.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the times a little bit closer together. There's not such the accordion effect that we had on the other ones, and I think this is mainly due to the more consistent grip and more consistent conditions. You know, there was, of course, a lot of gravel pulled out on the first pass of this stage, but it hasn't really evolved that much for the second pass, so they knew exactly what to expect. Dare we say it, with the stage being wider, faster, less cutting, it is slightly more straightforward, and I think that's reflected in the time difference between everyone.
There we go then, Lappi, that third split point.
Has just undone everything I've said. 3 seconds down from Ogier, I think, at that point.
So we call commentator's curse.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not so bad. But yeah.
Sorry, from Newville, of course.
Yeah.
Not sector, but yeah.
He had such a brilliant time on the previous stage, and obviously made that difference moving into podium position. Tanak with not so great tyre choice, dropping behind.
Will we see it swing back the other way now with another position change here? It's potential with the time that Tanak set.
I mean, there's 2.2 seconds between them. There's not much in it at all. Let's keep an eye. Final sector now. And darkening skies here on this stage.
The clock's already about to go into the red.
Yeah. That is the change around then. For Esa-Pekka Lappi, he took third position on the previous stage, and he loses it on this one. 1.5 seconds between himself and Oit. Still very, very close out there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Départ gauche à fond, 30 mètres, trajectoire droite, 80 mètres, ça fait 150 pions, un fond, 50 mètres, gauche idéique, un fond, 150 mètres.
EP, it seems like Oit really wanted that position back. It is a position change between the two of you. Now 1.5 seconds the gap.
Yeah, it's fine.
Not really focused on the battle? Or?
Not yet. Too early.
Did you enjoy this one though?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Getting there step by step.
Too early.
Too early, love it.
Brilliant.
Fascinating to hear, I'm sure completely unintentional, but both Tanak and Lappi said step by step in their interview at the end of the stage there. So it's clear to see how a driver's mind works in these kind of scenarios, isn't it?
You see the difference between Lube and Katsuta there as we head into this one. Must feel so much better now with these drivers, for Lube, for Tanak and for Katsuta. You know, they obviously had the wrong tyre choice on the previous stage, struggled. Now very much with the right tyre choice, it's be a world of difference.
It will feel so much nicer, but then because of that, it may actually take a little bit of time to readjust. And it's not a huge readjustment, but just little tenths here and there that being able to trust the tyres again once more with that more grip that's available. Tackles on the split there, 3.1 seconds down with just a couple of kilometres to go towards the end of the stage, similar to Lappy's pace at that point. Japanese flag being waved by the spectators on the hill there. That's nice to see. So much support on for all of the drivers out on the stages this weekend. Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's key. You know, the drivers need that support this weekend. It's a tough weekend for everyone as part of the WRC family, and we've seen amazing tribute from the fans. So many Irish flags just passing on there, out on the stages this weekend. Some beautiful tributes. Katsuta 3.5 seconds off the pace, and good time on the board for Taka. Almost thought that was you calling the notes then, Marshall. Not that old cliche. You know, myself and Elliot are different people, I can promise.
Yeah, and we've never seen you in the same room together, even though you're commentating now. Could be just an AI bot.
Taka, that's just 3.5 off the pace. What a difference from stage to stage. It must be nice to see a dry, fast stage here.
Yeah, it's a nice stage. So honestly, I didn't drag fast 2 stages, and it's very difficult. And but this one is quite nice. Yeah.
Faster.
Yeah, fast and nice. Say so. It's I'm enjoying that. Thank you.
Yeah, we talked about this in the midpoint service break. These 2 stages being, you know, quite notably faster than the first 2. Taka said it's just, you know, so much happier driving here. That's what they want to do. They want to go fast. That's what they're born to do. It does. I know it's my favourite, we talk about it a lot, but it is really great to see this angle.
Particularly here on the higher speed bits where it's not massive but changes of direction, suddenly you're darting across the road, you can see the little bits of gravel and leaves and lots of tarmac grating past. It does give you an incredible sensation of the speed that these drives are carrying through the stages.
Any further weather updates for us, Mr. Marshall?
Just had one in, literally just as you said it, from midway through special stage 8 with our camera crews that are there. No rain, just some dark clouds, but didn't actually tell us what the conditions were like on the ground. So we know they did have some rain in stage 8 before, but then we heard it was damp. So again, I think another one of these bets we're just going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, absolutely, yes, fair enough. I'm going to do that now.
It's like opening your presents before Christmas, isn't it? You don't want to spoil the anticipation.
Lube at the final split, 3.8 seconds off the pace of Taka.
It is definitely raining over there, though.
Over there?
Yeah.
You pointing at the screen is going to help the viewers,
oh,
is
yeah.
it?
Well, I'm sure all the viewers could see that as Lube crossed the finish line.
Was it rain or was it just the sunlight pouring through the clouds?
Well, no, I'm convinced.
Absolutely, I'll go with you. 5:37.7 then is the time for Lube. We've got all our P1 drivers through.
120, splitting line into 6 right minus, cycling 4 flat. Opens over 60, 20, keep roads half long, 100, slide into...
Yeah, Louis, that's one wet weather tyre on the rear right. Why is that?
because I have no more tires, so I have to manage with it. So it was a bit like dancing sometimes, so not easy.
I guess a learning experience, huh?
Yeah. We will say that.
Okay, let's take a look at the splits for Oliver Solberg. We've got Johan Rossell in the stage and Emma Lindholm, and it's actually Rossell that's slower by 9/10 of a second over Solberg at the midpoint.
Open, 60, slight right, turn 6 left, brake, 60, 6 left, front of aggressor, good 30, tightens, turn 1 plus, better grip, open, half long, tightens, flat, medium of aggress, 5 right plus, half long, tightens, mini, turn 3 plus, opens of aggress, 100, line to 3 left plus, into deep, 3 right plus, tightens, 30, zone for 3 left plus, into, keep out, zone 2 right minus, tightens, and zone 3 left plus, keep in, opens of aggress, and 4 right plus half long, zone 2 plus, tightens, zone 6 right now, cut 6 right plus.
Lots and lots of information within Elliot's notes here.
Yeah, Mr. Solberg is known for having very, very detailed pace notes. Plenty to keep Elliot busy with. Firing notes out.
Après trottoir.
5:49.1. I don't like the fact we can't hear him anymore.
Yeah, that's twice now we've been hanging on his words after the stage end and
I
heard
think
nothing.
yeah, that's a change they've made because we've loved listening in to Oliver.
50 mètres, gauche 140 moins corps de tenir. Pour long, droite à fond tenir, 140 moins corps de tenir.
Can't hear from him
Pour
now.
long, droite à fond tenir, dans gauche 150.
Oliver quicker than Johan on the splits. How did you find it?
I don't know. It's been a horrible day, but yeah, I tried at least to push. But yeah, I don't know because many times today the times have been so bad and the car is not good to drive and it's so much grip as it is now. So a little bit better second loop because it's so much dirt, so I can keep up a bit better, suit the car. But yeah, it's tricky conditions.
He wanted the conditions to get trickier though, that's what he was telling us earlier. Bring it on. Rossell is our WRC2 leader. Not quite as fast as Solberg this time around.
Gauche 150 flot tenir en frein, dans droite 120 flot tenir. Dans droite 120 flot tenir. Sur gauche 140 à fond flot.
He's got an advantage, a good advantage over Nikolai Grice in 13 seconds. 39.
It's an impressive margin to have built up in just 6 stages that Rossell has completed.
He's been brilliant today though, hasn't he, on superb form. I know they've certainly made some changes to the Citroën heading into this event.
Yeah, but he was quite keen to remind me at lunchtime media zone that he was also in a very strong position last year on this rally. So, yeah, something about these stages really just seems to work for Rossell, and yeah, he's making the most of that good feeling, good sensation in the car, and yeah, I think we've had a fantastic day thus far.
Emma and Rita are also looking good on the splits. They're faster than Rossell by 7/10 of a second. Let's head out to Molly and hear from Johan.
Johan, that's just 7/10 of Oliver's time, but with that massive lead, I guess you can just take it nice, calm and easier.
Yeah, the car is work very well. Honestly, it's crazy. I think my tire choice is not bad for this move. We will see. One stage before the end, we will see. I think we need to push because on the first loop I lose a little bit time, and we will see. But for the moment, it's perfect day.
Well described. Perfect day for the moment. Obviously one more stage to go before the safety of service, but it has been a really strong day for Johan Rossell. It's not been a bad day out there for Emil Lindholm. It was just such a shame that obviously he had that gear linkage issue earlier today, which got him stuck in gear, and he lost time on the second stage of the morning.
It's clear to see he's got the pace to be battling at least for a podium, and I thought, let's see where he can make his way up to come the end of the weekend. But
I loved his phrase earlier where he described a light to medium push on the stage.
That sounds like he's forecasting the weather, doesn't it?
I know. Let's have a look at Lindholm's time then. It's a 5:48.5. Ahead of Oliver Solberg by 0.6 of a second. It is the fastest time through within WRC2 so far. Gus Greensmith, though, may well eclipse that time. You can see on the splits, he's 1.6 up on Lindholm here.
Emil, quickest through, 0.6 of a second. Did you enjoy that one?
Yeah, I did. It's after the mud bath in the previous days, that was some nice fun. Yeah, pretty good with the car. It was delivering the pace as well. Yeah, but we're playing catch up now.
Unfinished.
They are playing catch up. It is quite a distance for them to kind of make it back up into territory where they're looking at even a podium. They're behind Sami Pyri right now, who's in 5th position, by only 5.1 seconds. But then it's over 40 to head up.
Yeah, it's a big
ask.
It's certainly, obviously, we'll hope to be able to hear from Pyri when he gets to the end of the stage what his issue was in the previous one. He's got so much time into the clutches of Lindholm, but...
he was 32 seconds off the pace in the previous stage, Pyri, so something went on there.
Yeah.
Gus Greensmith has also had his dramas out there this morning, some tyre damage on the runs in the morning. But this is looking good. And it is fastest, just get my words out. 46.8. So strong time from Gus there. He'll go and have a chat with Molly, and we'll wait for Nikolai Gryazin to come through. Gryazin also slower than Gus on the stage by 0.6 of a second at the midpoint. Let's have a look at Formo.
Great time in there. Gus quickest through by 1.7, but talk to us about the previous one. That was quite the headache, huh?
Yeah, well, just took the advice from the team, and we had to try something anyway, because it's a long way back, so yeah, we're just now a bit further back. But their speed's there, it's just a shame. Keep going.
Yeah, as quite a few people, I think, got the tyre choices, well, as we noted.
Yeah, I think Greensmith being quite pragmatic there, like we said before with those in the Rally 1 cars, you've got to try if you're in the position where not nothing to lose, but less to lose, let's say. So yeah, he gave it a go. Didn't work out this time, but he's mature enough now to understand that that's how it goes. Yeah, it's a great way to bounce back. Fastest of any of the Rally 2 cars through so far.
Yeah. Gryzin's going to be next to complete. No images for him coming in, so we are focused on Formo. Waiting for the opening splits to go on the board from Sami Pyri. There's some heavy braking there.
Someone's locked up in a big way there, but it seems as though they made the corner, so all good.
Yeah, good. It's always bizarre though, you see some, I can't remember which rally it was, whether it was actually WRC or ERC last year, where Julian and I were commentating, and there were just some braking points just heading straight into the wall. It was like the car had just gone through. But there were no remnants of anything anywhere, so they must have saved it just before they kicked it.
Did he get away with it? Yeah,
yeah, they must have
done. Yeah.
Right, that is Nikolai Gryzin, who's just completed with a 5:47.7. Just shy of Greensmith's time, so a good run through from Nikolai.
9/10 off the quickest time. The previous stage was not too bad for you. How are you feeling about the tyre choice this afternoon?
For the moment, the tyre choice seems to be okay. We'll see. I don't know what the next stage is going to be, but seems to be not bad tyre choice for the moment. Complicated, but it's okay. This stage was quite good. I don't know. Gas doing good. Yeah.
Back with Formo. And we can see the splits coming in from Sami Pyri. We just had an update from the team as well. It was a pretty scary moment, I would say, for Sami Pyri. High-speed spin the previous stage.
Big spin, yeah. But he kept it on the road.
Yeah, no, he kept it all together, but that's why he lost time.
Yes, it'd be interesting to see his description of that now that we know what happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we can see how he recounts the story. But Formo coming towards the end of the stage here. The splits weren't looking great for him, were they? And the clock stops 5.3 seconds down on Greensmith's fastest time there.
A-train opening all the vents there to get some air in, get some water. Hot work inside that car this afternoon. Right, a reminder that Lindholm was 5.1 seconds behind Sami Pyri, but they are setting very even pace through this stage. We'll hear from Formo, then we'll come back to those split points.
Adrian, how much of a headache are you finding the weather, the tyre choice? You know, it's very unpredictable. How did you get on the previous one as well?
Yeah, exactly. It's really difficult to predict the conditions. We went with the coarse and wet in the stage before, but definitely it wasn't the right choice considering the time with the others. But yeah, it's part of the rally. Anyway, we lost too many times this morning with the electrical issues, so it's like that. It's rally, we continue, we'll see for tomorrow also, so it's still a long rally.
Yeah, wise words. It is still a long rally. Now those splits obviously to fastest through, we're having a look at Sami Pyri in comparison with Emil Lindholm, and he is 0.7 of a second slower at the final split point. And remember, Pyri has the advantage of 5.1 seconds.
Yeah, so Pyri doing enough for the time being to maintain his position. Certainly much more consistent pace than we saw him produce in the previous one. Just a couple of corners to go now. So he passes Lindholm's time, but not by much. Just
5:48.8 is his time on the board. So that means he is ahead of Lindholm by 4.8 seconds.
Sami, well done. Only 0.3 of a second down on Emil in there. Tell us the story from the previous stage.
You didn't see it on the live?
I've not seen it yet, no.
I thought so. So yeah, quite close to the end we spun, and that's it. But I think we didn't lose that much time, but sure, I think still too much.
High speed?
Quite.
Scary?
Also a bit.
Yeah, we have been sent a little video here, which we have just looked at, and it was very high speed. Very lucky boy. Oyt Tanak then taking the stage win, 5:29.1 over Thierry Neuville. Look at the top three times, just separated by 0.7 of a second. Tanak, Neuville and Evans here. Then it was Ogier and Rovanpera, followed by Katsuta, Lappi and Lube, with Greensmith taking the fastest WRC2 time. Overall classifications see that Neuville continues to hold the lead, extends it back now to 8.4 seconds. Tanak is back into third position, with Lappi dropping to fourth, 1.5 seconds between them, and Ogier completes the top 5. We are heading into the service park here at Rally Croatia.
Okay, well, we are now back in the service park in Zagreb. The stages continue out and about. Now, talking about out and about, that makes sense, sure.
I'm back now, though.
Yeah, you're
so
back.
That's okay.
Yeah, did you have fun?
Yeah. I'm not sure whether the drivers particularly enjoyed me hanging around, chatting about what they were doing.
Do you know, I feel very sorry for them.
I started whispering. I started talking quietly. I was like creeping around.
You smashed your David Attenborough impression.
I was
trying to think of any permutation of Julian Porter and David Attenborough words to go together. All I got was Julian Attenborough. It wasn't my strongest, my finest hour.
I got lured into this kind of not false sense of security, but I was like kind of, oh, I know what tyres he's on, but I can't tell anybody because they'll find out. And I'm thinking, they can just go and look for themselves. And I was just getting a bit confused. I was like, oh, that's an interesting tyre choice. Well, you could just walk up and have a look himself. But no, it's good to do those kind of things. And we were really lucky that where we were, there was 6 or 7 of them.
Yes.
Oyt did just go slightly beyond us. So,
but
don't worry, Taka told us, we worked out what he was on when Taka ran back and put 2 wets on. We thought, obviously Oyt's on 2 wets then, because he kind of copied him.
Okay, all right. Well, we did love you being out there. Absolutely fantastic. Of course, we did love Paul King being out there as well.
I have missed that yet, but I've been told I've got to see it.
Yeah, all right. You could probably miss it, but it was good.
Okay.
Okay, well, I just want to update you on the juniors, in fact. So we've got our information coming in from Seb Scott, which is fantastic as well. We've also got the leaderboard. Where do you want to go first? Let's get the leaderboard on first, and then we'll talk about what we've seen. So the leaderboard at the moment, we'll see Will Crichton leading the Junior WRC. He has taken back-to-back stage wins so far this afternoon. Then it's Pellier. He was second fastest in stage 6. He's also 5 seconds up on Cretan in the middle of the next stage. So then we've got Dominguez, Hernandez, Kelly, Renaissance and Anwar is your top 7 there. Well, you're rounding out all of your drivers in the 7 there. But it looks like Will's having a bit of a charge at the moment.
Yeah, yes. I mean, look how close it is. 5.1 between the top 2. Then Dominguez, who's only done 1 time at rally,